Something is wrong with everybody, y'all. I'm gonna just say that. And something is wrong with Bow Wow. Where's Bow Wow?
He's like the gatekeeper to the game, to the point to where what weekend just passed? Like BT Award weekend, it didn't like the past two. They just didn't feel right because there was no motion, there was no parties, there was nowhere to go. Like,
Let's be very specific between
like
parties and freak offs,
no,
Val.
the industry, like the parties that we attend, like there's me, the you,
For
the
the record,
Terrences,
I left before one. I never stayed. I've only
like
been to two parties and
like
I've never seen a freak off.
yeah, like, but it shows. And once again, I'm separating it, right? I'm talking about him as the artist, the person,
Yeah,
right? How monumental and how important he was to the culture. Because
1000%.
I said, Jermaine, there's no parties. He's like,
There being no parties. Oh God. Okay, Bow Wow. Let's take this slow. Cause big old head, little bitty shoulders. I know what a brain is in between there, but let's explain it to him, y'all. The reason why nobody has planned a party is because everybody's scared. Everybody's scared. That's why we're not planning any parties right now. Not because Diddy is the only one providing motion in the city. It's because nobody wants to party right now, because every time we party, shit goes down and there are more lawsuits. So right now, we going to be at the house. And if you didn't get invited to the get together at my house, you not in a clique. You're not in a clique, darling. That's why you didn't get invited. People are still having parties. They're having small little get-togethers amongst a small group of people that they can trust, that's not going to be in the tabloids or down to the lawyer's offices trying to sue them. If we're talking about regular parties, this is the reason why there are no parties, because people right now don't even want to, like, everybody's just like, nah, man, I'm gonna just go home. I'm gonna just go home. I don't want to get caught up in anything. Okay. I don't want to get caught up in a goddamn thing. I'm just gonna go home. That's the mentality of a lot of people right now in Hollywood, because of the fact that a lot of them can be implicated, not because they actually did anything, but because they attended his parties where people were assaulted, even if they didn't know about it. That's why. Because they know they go to parties and people get assaulted at these parties, and you don't find out till the next day that something went down. You had no idea. You was there for an hour and a half, left, and something was going on and you had no idea. It was hundreds of people at the fucking party. I don't even know how. I didn't even know. I ain't hear nothing. I ain't see nothing. No red lights. I ain't see nothing. So of course, everybody's like, nah, I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna be at the house. Bow Wow, the fact that that's what you're worrying about is so messed up to me. You have a daughter, but it just goes to show that y'all don't care about y'all kids. Y'all don't care about anybody but yourselves, because this is literally somebody that has been being a terrorizing monster for decades towards people. And all you can think about is you don't have nowhere to go this weekend. You a grown ass man. Why didn't you throw a party? Why didn't you have a little get together and invite people? Because you don't have the motion. So y'all need Diddy to be the one to throw the parties and shit, because y'all don't have the motion in order to throw the parties. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. But it's weird that that's what you're worried about. It's weird that so many people in the industry have been victimized by Diddy. And all you worrying about is the fact that he's so influential to the culture. Nobody's even throwing parties. That's because nobody wants to deal with this shit that's going on right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They said that. They said that in the court documents. That's why there were so many bottles of baby oil, because all of the baby oil was tainted. All of it had drugs in it. Let me tell y'all something. I think that people really don't understand Diddy being the genius in one way is him being the genius in the other way too. He was very, very, very knowledgeable about what he was doing. There is an interview that we talked about where he blinked twice. There was an interview that we saw of Diddy talking about how when he has his parties, he has to make sure the temperature is right, because how the alcohol is going to be affected in the body, and all of that. He talks about, yes, very calculated. So of course there are drugs in the champagne. There's drugs in the baby oil he's gonna put on you later once he gets you to the freak off point. Like there are drugs everywhere, and then you are constantly being pressured. Like he's very, very strategic and smart and diabolical. And so for people to have this very cavalier, what about the parties, money grab bullshit, like it's very alarming. It's very fucked up. It just goes to show how dark and barbaric the world is, because this is what y'all are thinking about. He is terrorizing people everywhere he goes because he has security and because he's who he is. He can clean it up. He can pay for you to shut up. He can threaten you into shutting up. He will then call you 50 times in one day to make sure you know he's serious. He'll send people to your house. Like, what do y'all think people are are responding to in these situations? They're very much responding to Diddy's power. That's why they didn't say anything. That's why all of this can go on and nobody says anything.